afternoon, or good evening. How are you? Good day. Ow! Good morning. Good afternoon, or good evening. Your daily crumb of your love, your way. But we hope so anyways. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time of day this is for you, and welcome to the Daily Crumb. Said don't spray with want the news, not the weather. With me, iwishhewouldhavejusthitme, your friendly, freaky ass, sweet grass water medicine woman, most Christiana superstar, all this beautiful divine being right here. And welcome all you beautiful divine beings right here too. How goes it with you? Hey, it's the Sunday for me anyways. Yeah, I missed it. Did you miss me? I didn't do the Daily Crumb yesterday. The day kind of just went on. So yeah, I was gonna do it, and then there was a book club. I wanted to go to the book club, and I thought I better get it in before book club today. It's a different one on today, and I thought I better get that in there before the time and the day slips away again. And that's from the other mic into my tablet there. So anyways, I just thought we'll get this and her, and then get moving on. Down, keep moving on. I'll keep growing. Here we grow. So, another beautiful day. Went out for a paddle last night. That would be during the day, but I really like the nighttime paddle. There was more people out there, and I had a paddle buddy this time. Yeah, beautiful soul sister, one of my first friends that I ever made here in Peterborough. And we're still friends. The deepest connection. The one I could trust the most. The only one that I was able to really trust here. That I really hung out with and stuff. I made other connections and stuff like that in the women's group, but I love my beautiful soul sisters. I love them. And we've hung out, we've had fun when we hung out. Yeah, but Meg, since I've been here. So since 2010, 15 years. Wow! 15 years! She's just wonderful. We have fun. She's going through a lot too, but there we grow. So we both needed that. It was fun. We're in the boat. Let's lose it air. Oh, gonna capsize. I look over and I can see your boat's really down. The front's right up, and I just get a flash of a big gust of wind took the front of that boat up, and yeah, she run over and capsized. It was good. We really needed that. Especially after I had a rough night Friday with my daughter. So I was up till 2 o'clock in the morning, so I got up a little bit later Saturday. There's that little shot I was looking for. Kitty's getting up at my other display over here. A rough time with things going on. Deserve her father and blah blah blah, and this comes after I had an incident. She was at my mother's. I ended up hanging up on my mother because it's the same. They're not taking any sort of responsibility whatsoever. Now they're turning it all around on me that it was all me. Like, I didn't take this to the family court. And I was just saying that's why I cried too a lot with Kevin. I mean, he was younger, like he was my age. He was only a year older than me, right? He just turned 51. But we only went in front of a judge to say this is what we agreed to. We kept our sons. What was most important for our son. That's it. We didn't fight over him. We made some agreements. Hey, we weren't perfect. No, we didn't. No, neither one of us were perfect. We totally loved each other, and we both love our son. So, and then I got with the old man, co-parent with them for 15 years. I'm told something, I do my job as a parent, being a responsible parent, and then he turns it into a conflict. Well, we co-parented for 15 years. How does anybody, right? But that's where it's those seeds that were planted that, oh, since I was prescribed medicinal marijuana, I've been increasingly paranoid and accusatory of all those around me. Right? They plant those seeds and nobody believes. You know, oh, she's unstable, she's all that. Let's keep calling things on her and make sure she's thrown off. So what we're saying looks and appears to be true. Right? Because nobody's going to look any deeper. They don't come, they don't question, they don't ask. I'm all by myself. But when you got one and a whole bunch teaming up on the one, it's not likely that that one is the bully. Not likely. I don't know. Anyways, here we go. Right, swinging. It's good. Had a good time. That was really good. That was really good last night. And it's so close. It's just so close. So I'm going to be getting out there and doing that more often. You know, when I have my medicine. Our self-respect tracks our choices. Every time we act in harmony with our authentic self and our heart, we earn our respect. It is that simple. Every choice matters. Dan Coppersmith. Listen to your intuition. You are your own best guide, right? Check in and check up. Your own best guide. When you're checking in and tuning in with that source, the one that has the highest vision of all, you know, why would we depend on these little weeny human brains when we can tap into that all-knowing? Oh no, what is that for you? That's a 14. So we're our own best guides when we're checking in, but not, you know, or for inside, like I've said before. You know what you're feeling better than Doc or anybody around you. You're the one inside of you. You're the only one inside of you. So you know you better than anybody else do. Okay? But sometimes we fall for other stuff. But let's follow our intuition, get in touch with that, and see how it speaks to you. See how your body speaks to you and gives you the signals and lets you know. Like when you're around people and they're all tensed up, and, you know, or do you feel more drained after? I don't know. How's that girl for you? Beautiful beings. Beautiful beings. How's that girl for you? Pay attention to those body signals. How does your body speak to you? How does your intuition come through to you? I know I get like these truth tingles. Oh, there was one time I was talking, and like I get itchy nose and stuff like that, but there was a time, and I was lying to myself, trying to convince myself that these people weren't really abusing me, that this was love, that I was just misunderstanding, or things like that, or they just misunderstood, and we just need to clear up misunderstandings, or something like that. I don't know what it was. But I would take that on myself. And lost my train of thought. So my intuition was telling me that they didn't love me, and I went against that, and it didn't turn out very well. So we need to listen and pay attention to it. That's right, because I was trying to convince myself, thank you, that they love me, and I felt like my nose was growing, like Pinocchio. So when I lie to myself, I feel like my nose is growing. Because, right, I'm an honest person, and the one I've lied the most to is myself. I lie to myself. I'm overly honest with everybody else, and then I lie to myself. What the heck, right? That's what I've been told. You're too honest. You're too honest. I think that comes with the neurodiversity and autism. I think that tends to be a bit of a trait. Or, you know, because when I was a kid, everybody else going behind my back telling my mother everything. She found out everything, so I just got used to just telling her. I just might as well tell her, you know, because she said I'd get in less trouble if I told her myself than if she had to find out from somebody else. And I'm glad she did follow through with that. So I didn't get in as much trouble when I told her myself. Probably because of the shock. She didn't know what the fuck to do, but excuse me. Oops, little slip. That's okay. So let's get the Path Totem going along with that. Okay, I can't wear this today. Oh, that hurts. Oh, we laughed. Oh my goodness. And it was just like canoeing with Kevin. We laughed. And my Jenny. And canoeing with her too. So just So it was beautiful. I really would have loved to go into this service. You see everybody. But then part of me was mostly I really wanted to see Andy. And when I cried, it's loss of my friend I love. Thinking of my son, I just wanted to give him a hug. So it would have been more for me than for anything. And you know what? I hope that he went. I'm hoping that he went when he found out that I wasn't going to go. You know, they probably wouldn't put out the message because they don't want to seem like that, right? They're not going to put out that I'm not going if she goes, because they're trying to act like they're all innocent and nothing. They're not doing nothing. So it's all these roundabout ways, because they have been talking behind my neck. So I get paranoid when people, you know, how is that paranoia when it's actually happening? Okay, it's actually happening. You know, I love that. And accusatory, when people are actually doing those things, is that accusatory? I don't know. You see, but they use that twist words. People that twist and turn words and all that. Oh. Yeah, we can get poetic and stuff like that, but when they're doing it in conversation and they're, you know, roundabout conversations and you get lost, you don't even know where we started and all that kind of stuff. Like, I just had lots of that too. There we go. Oh, 2 path and totem. 2 totem and 1 path with that. We're just going to go with that today. Here we go, because I've rambled on a lot. Here we go. Heyokah, humor opposites. We just keep laughing. We keep laughing. When out there and sad, we change it around, we laugh. Here we go. Can we laugh at ourselves? Right, I used to do that when I was a kid. You should see your face right now. I go and I look at my face, and then I start laughing at my face. Oh yeah, that's funny. Ah, ha, 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 right? We deceive ourselves if we think, okay, we have to be so serious. Everything has to be this way, this and that, whatever. Right? But our intuition is telling us different. But we deceive ourselves. I lied to myself. I kept the rose-colored glasses on because I wanted to believe them. And then we're sorting that out. It's when this is what I want it to be? So I'm trying to convince myself that this is what it is. Is it what I want it to be, or is it what it is? Is this what it is? Or am I just trying to convince myself it is because it's what I want it to be? Oh, I don't know. I'm confusing myself now. I hope I'm not confusing you. Is that clarity? We need to look at ourselves and go, okay, are we trying to convince ourselves something is what it's not? Are we trying to convince ourselves that people love us when they just keep taking advantage of us and all the actions show different? You know? There's lots of that out there, and it's all such fast-paced. So we're laughing at ourselves that we think we need to hurry up when what we need to do is slow down. We need to make things happen faster. Well, what we need to do is slow down. Be patient. And it can be hard. Oh my goodness. Especially in this fast-paced instant gratification kind of world. It's hard to slow down. But it's what the world needs now is to slow down. Oh, not just one of us, but every one of us. Oh no, what's that for you? That's under things. That's how we get the usable energy, right? Because you get the prey and the predator. The predator usually goes in spurts, and it burns out its energy a lot quicker because it's going in spurts. And that's why the prey, you know, the gazelles and all that, with the leopards and all, they can keep a steady pace, and they can go the distance. They can grow the distance, and they're not. The predator is going to run out of steam before they will, and that's a lot of times that's their defense mechanism, just to keep it running, right? And then you see them, they get trauma from that, they shake it off, and they can continue on. Right? That's what animals do out in the wild. That's how they get that usable energy. They don't sit there and think about it. Should I run now? Oh no, how close is he? Like, maybe he just wants to be friendly. Oh no, like, I really want to have a lion friend, the gazelle says. He just wants to be friends with me. Oh my goodness! What? Why? What's wrong with me? But still, right. Some people show us. I mean, like to say no. I've had a couple like, oh yeah, the ex left me because I'm an asshole. You know, and that's where the thing. If people tell you who they are, believe them the first time. Don't, you know? Because they go, oh, I was honest with you. I told you I was this way, so you accepted it. That's on you. That's your fault. We don't, don't get into relationships because we think we've changed them or whatever. They just need that. If we start feeling that, no. If it's a fight, it ain't right. If they need to shift this or shift that, whatever. We're not in it to train it. Relationships are not your therapy sessions. Yes, it can help us heal in love. And love heals us. But it's not that intimate partner's job, or even in friendships. It's fun. Sometimes that feels like therapy. But our friends and our partners are not our therapists. Go to somebody that gets paid for that. And if we feel guilty because we don't want to dump our problems, then do that. That's what they're there for. Right? Don't keep it inside. Oh no, what is that away? We have to give it away and release. And that's how we get that usable energy. We're carrying all this shit. It's time to put it down. And Spirit's with us. Spirit's always got our backs. That's how we give that. So tune in. And what is that intuition telling you to do? It's your own best guide. Where can you laugh at yourself? Where have you been deceiving yourself? And laugh at yourself for it. Not that we're silly or whatever. Like, oh my goodness, here I go. Yeah, I'm a human being. That's me. Here I go again. Being human. Hashtag being human. Oh no. How does that grow? Here we go, like 16 minutes. Here we go. So we're releasing all that we're not, right? We're just being who we are, right? Squirrel is just squirrel. It's gathering together all the parts of us that we are, tuning into our bodies and listening. How does Spirit speak to us? How does Spirit speak through us? Oh no. What is that for you? What are the messages that our Spirit is sending to us? Oh no. How's that grow for you? How do you tune in? What are the signals in your body? Right? Also, when I hear a truth, I get the tingles down my back. My truth tingles. Oh no. What's that all saying to you, beautiful beings? 17 minutes. Here we go, almost. Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes, thank you for being you and shining your light through in everything you do. Because you know what? This world needs you. Just to be you. Fully, holy, and true. Don't let this world miss out. Know that's you. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad that you choose to stay. Every day. Let's grow, grow, grow. Slow, slow, slow. Make this another wonderful blessing.